no drift of circumstance get from him while he puts on his confusion, grading so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy.
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Niggard of question, but of our demands most free in his reply.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
It so fell out that certain players we overwrought on the way, of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are about the court, and as I think they have already ordered this night to play before him.
'Tis most true, and ye beseech me to entreat your majesties to hear and see me not.
With all my heart, and doth it much content me, to hear him so inclined, good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose onto these delights.
We shall, my lord.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here, gracious so you please. We will bestow ourselves, read on this book, that show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this. 'Tis too much proved that with devotions, visage, and pious action leads you sugar over the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true, how smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beauty with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word. Oh, heavy burden!
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the sins and errors of outrageous fortune, or to take arms and to see a trouble by opposing them, to die, to sleep no more, and by sleep to say again the heartache and the thousands of natural shocks that rush thereto. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the road, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come. When we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There is a respect that makes the calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud continually, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the springs that patient barrier than worthy takes. When he himself might his pious make with the bare bodkin, who would follow bear to fret and sweat under a weary life, but that dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose born and travelers return, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we had, than fly to those we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native view of resolution is cycled over with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great faith and moment, with this regard their courage turn awry, and lose the name of action. Softly now, fair Ophelia, nymph in thy own sins, be all my sin remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words so sweet composed, as made the things more rich, their perfume lost. Take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when the givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Ha. Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
If you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me.
I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my back than I had thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. Why should such fellows as I do crawling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves, at all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in one's own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens.
If thou marry, I'll give thee this plague for my dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Go. Farewell. Okay, if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him.
I have heard of your paintings too well enough. God has given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jag and amble, and you lisp. You nickname God creatures, and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, all more on it, and hath made me mad. I say, we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one, shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go.
Oh, what a noble mind here is overthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye and tongue, sword. The expectancy of the rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion, and the mold of form. The observed of all observers, quiet, quiet down. And I, of all ladies, most abject and wretched, that sucked the honey of his music vows, now see the noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature blown of youth, blasted with ecstasy, oh, woe is me, to see what I've seen, see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, over his which his melancholy sits unbrewed, and I do doubt the hatch and the disclose will be in some danger, which for to prevent, I have in quick determination. Thus set it down, he shall with speed to England, for the demand of a neglected tribute. Haply the seas and the countries different, with variable objects shall expel. There's something set of matter in his heart, whereon his brain still beating puts him thus from fashion of himself. What you think you on?
I shall do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not to tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, do as you please. But if you hold it fit after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him, to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and all be placed so please you, in the ear of all the conference. If she found him not, to England send him or confine him, where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.